Good morning. It is day number 71 on the Appalachian Trail. If you watched yesterday's video, you know it had a bit of a strange ending. Yesterday was a strange day. So let me kind of give you the rundown, because I really couldn't last night. So yesterday was a good day. It was a hot day, really hot. Pretty cool day. Past the 700-mile mark. Saw the Dragon's Tooth, which is 1/3 of the Triple Crown in Virginia is what they call it. It's the Dragon's Tooth. It's McAfee Knob. And Tinker Cliffs, which I will see a McAfee Knob today, which is one of the most iconic spots on the trail. I think it's the most photographed spot on the trail. We'll pass that today for sure. May get to Tinker Cliffs. We'll see about that. But anyway, made it to Dragon's Tooth yesterday. Climbed about halfway up the Dragon's Tooth. Did not go all the way up to the top. There's absolutely no way I was going up there. But it was super cool. The views are spectacular. So got to see that yesterday. Past the 700-mile mark. Saw a rattlesnake. Enormous. Well over 4 foot long. Sitting right along the side of the trail. Now again, if you watched yesterday's video, you see a trekking pole come into the screen there and poke the rattlesnake so that its rattle would shake. That was not me. That was another hiker by the name of Slug. And awesome guy, super nice guy, but he's the kind of guy who will poke a rattlesnake with a trekking pole. I'm not that guy. But it was super cool to see it. So, the plan for me yesterday was to try to get to a certain shelter that had water. Yesterday, the shelters were few and far between. The water sources were even more scarce, and it was hot. And so, with the tough hiking, and the last couple, 2 or 3 days, have probably been some of the toughest hiking that I've done as far as rock scrambles and just going across these open, exposed, rocky areas. Tough. So as the day progressed yesterday, it became obvious that I was not going to get to the shelter I wanted to get to. I was running very low on water. And so I was kind of stressing out a bit there after the Dragon's Tooth as to what to do the rest of the day. Well, all those other hikers that I was with, Slug and Steve, Optimus and Mama, along with Sunray, I call him that. Anyway, it's early. Sunray. Those other hikers said, well, we're staying at a hostel that's about a half-mile off the trail down at the road crossing. So I said, you know what? Let me get down there. I can set up my tent in the yard. I can get water, and that'll solve all my problems. So that's what I did. We got to the road crossing after the Dragon's Tooth. Made it down to the hostel. And this is where it went kind of nuts, because the plan was just, it became a whirlwind. So hiked down there. As soon as I got there, they said, hey, the shuttle's leaving. If you want to jump on the shuttle and go into town, you can get some town food. So I basically walked into the Four Pines hostel, threw my pack down, jumped on a shuttle, went to a T-Mobile shop where one of the other hikers had to get their phone worked on. So I ran next door to the gas station, got something to drink, got some snacks. Then we made it to a little local diner where I had some really good town food. As soon as we were done eating, the shuttle came back and picked us up. Had to stop at another gas station to get gas in the shuttle. Made it back to the hostel after dark, so I had to set my tent up in the dark. And it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was an absolute whirlwind. And so that was my day yesterday. Really good day of hiking. A tough day of hiking. But just a whirlwind. And you just never know. You can come up with what your plan is for the day here on the AT. But the trail calls the shots. And so yesterday was one of those days where the trail called the shots, the trail changed the plans, but it all worked out. Plan for today? I don't know. Gonna try to hike between, hopefully get a place to stop between 10 and 16 miles. See McAfee Knob and just go from there. Wrapping up today, made it into the campsite. Just a 10.2 mile day, shorter, but needed some extra rest tonight. So got into camp early, set up the tent, which is one of those back there. I think it's that one right there. Some thunder off in the distance, so I got the tent set up, and I'd planned on staying here tonight anyway, so got the tent set up. Storms rolled through, only sprinkled, but got dinner eaten, and just been resting most of the late afternoon, early evening. Today's big thing was McAfee Knob. One of the most iconic spots, a spot I have literally dreamt of standing on in the past, and today I was stood on it. Got my picture taken. Absolutely mind-blowing that I was standing there in that spot. And so that was a big excitement for today. Oh, and one other thing. Another rattlesnake just slithered through camp right back there behind me. That's 2 rattlesnakes I've seen 2 days in a row. Pretty crazy. But that's it for today. Just a shorter day, an awesome day, a hot day today. And I'm looking forward, it's cooled down since the storms rolled through, and I'm looking forward to a good night's rest. So hope you're doing well. I thank you for watching, and just want to wish happy trails to you. I will see you back on trail tomorrow.